Gentlemen, to the Fragbite Masters here. We are going to be getting into our last map of the night. It's the last map of this best of three between Titan and HellRaisers. So, we just saw Train Anders.
I can't believe you got that right with the direction.
Saw that? But you saw how I was like, I raised it in a neutral position to like feel it out, and I was like, oh no, that way. A little bit of a loop.
There's no way I could have done that. That's where we pay you the big bucks.
It's all about the mind games.
It's going to be the third map, you're right. And it's Dust 2. For some reason, Dust 2 has been weirdly absent in the map picking stage recently. People seem to pick Cobblestone over Overpass and Inferno, Mirage, Cache. Just picked a lot more than Dust 2. Train we saw for the first time. Kind of a weird experience, but also a really valuable one.
Lots of learning, and I mean, already it sparked some discussion. I think this is the first official match that we've seen with Train.
Yeah, I saw like people on HLTV were going mad crazy, just saying like they removed Nuke because it's CT side and the Train is
exactly, guys.
I think it's a bit too soon to call.
Exactly, we know there's going to be now. This is what needs to happen. Actually, we have to see teams, the top tier, play on the map. So we can start getting some information as to what needs to be tweaked on the map. Do certain things need to be changed? And also, we just need to give the time to the teams to actually figure out how to even play the damn thing. Because clearly, the T side needs to be refined for both of these teams. They need to figure out what they need to be doing here. So,
well, Dust 2 is a map that is actually really hard to refine anything on. Like that, this seems like the metagame on Dust 2 is just like rock solid, always the same more or less. Really hard to change. We're always excited whenever someone does come up with something new. And actually, because of the opening of the skyboxes, it means there probably is room for something new.
Exactly.
I know a bunch of the teams have said, at least the people I talked to say, well, there's stuff to be found out. We just haven't really put time into it yet. But we will. So, yeah.
Eventually.
But right now, Dust is a lot like it's always been. Preemptive grenades. Double. Maybe not worth it. A little bit too. Saying that, oh, an RPK will go down. Dosha and Angel to open up with a pretty important kill.
Yeah, and already the wraparound here that's going to catch Kenny out in the open. Very dangerous position here for the two Titan members, but Apex does manage to take out Adrian. It's going to slow things down a little bit. The flank coming in from Existence wins versus Move, but then Apex is lost, and it's down to Existence holding on Cat with the help of Maniac here. 2v3, and that bomb is going to get planted.
Existence jumping down. Maniac is gone, and now he's in a 1v3, trying to make the jump shot work there. That would have been a jumping 180 shot as well. That would have been really worth something, but not quite. Dosha with a triple instead, Kuchu with a double, and a really good start from HellRaisers. If they hadn't slowed down over at long, they would have run into a double grenade and probably had a really terrible start, but they waited just long enough, so pretty well done.
Yeah, and then the flash in as well, RPK, in a bit of a cheeky spot. We don't see it too often, so he's trying to take advantage of that, perhaps catch HellRaisers off guard, but the flash pretty much rendered him useless.
Double scout play coming out from Titan on the follow-up. Definitely a good idea.
Yeah, and again, this is Titan. Before the update with the smoke shift, they were going for some really crazy with the smoke shift when they tightened up the smoke. Essentially, made it so that you can't just boost one on top of the other and see over the smoke. Titan were the team basically like the main culprits behind that because they were going for some really crazy kind of like boosts in mid with Existence with an op, and over on the A side as well, they had some clever use of the smoke on the site itself. So, curious to see just how Titan are going to fare now. We know that Existence likes to use the op on this map now to have that double op in their repertoire of strategies, but how's it going to go versus HellRaisers?
What just happened to Apex was annoying to even watch, because he was ready to get the headshot on Moo, and then he got body shot with no armor, so the aim punch made sure his scout couldn't hit anything. That was really painful. Great position for a jump scout here, looking for a headshot on somebody. And they could hear that, I think, as well. Don't want to risk it. Instead, going, the grenade, in fact, to take out Apex and running into the middle. Dosha with 5-7 that he stole last round to pick it up. Maniac with a shot on Angel. And then the back of the side up on the plateau here. Existence, not much of a chance. Ends up going down. Kenny to follow. And the round is done. HellRaisers only losing Angel.
And 2 kills going to that MP7. And Dosha is up at 6.6k already.
And steals a scout.
That's an obscene amount of money.
Yeah, it's pretty good. 5-0-0.
It means that they're guaranteed an op for Moo if he wants it in the next round, so that's not going to be a problem. Moo should be able to make that money anyways, in any case, but still, bank on HellRaisers is going to be very important considering Titan, they're starting off on what is now the favored side.
Yeah, at least in recent history, it's been a little bit better winning CT rounds, but it seemed like actually, like in the last couple of weeks, it seems to just switch around a lot. It just feels like a lot more teams are getting better at playing T side for some reason. So now I'm not so sure. Now I'm open for almost anything at this point.
Really does feel very team dependent.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we expect to see like Envy just completely obliterate teams and lock them out of this map completely, but they've been kind of struggling with their CT play recently. So perhaps it's more of like a team issue than anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. There's something going on anyway with people playing on T side. They just seem to be figuring it out more and more. Maniac is sneaking into the middle, but he only had 1 health, so he didn't really do a lot here. And Kuja gonna get picked off. Long range shot from Kenny with the USPS. That's kind of cool. But Catwalk rushing on in. Kenny nearly dies to that grenade. And the follow-up here with the MP7 actually does a team kill. Apex taking out Kenny. Not the biggest deal here. The loss is not that great. I mean, he's going to lose like $300, but they'll be all right. Good headshot from RPK. And a pretty, I mean, a more expensive round this time around for HellRaisers. Already losing 2. So that's all right for Titan. I mean, they didn't really buy anything to get those 2 kills.
No, now Moo can transfer that Galil over to somebody, or he can like to hold on to it, but yeah, he's going to hand that over to Kucher. He buys his AWP. We're going to have a fully equipped HellRaisers here, everything that they need. Same thing could be said for Titan, except that they are definitely light on nades.
Yeah, they also don't have any hand armor for that Galil on Kucher, and they don't have any armor at all on Kenny with the AWP. HE grenade, which is going to, you know, just dust up the middle so they can make the crossover. It's become just like the thing everyone does. Like from one day to the other, everyone's just doing it.
Yeah, what's up, Dupree? I mean, if he's still watching, TSM, yeah. Just saying.
Just saying. Yeah. Smoke is up. Just to buy a little bit of time, or waste a little bit of time on the HellRaiser side here. Adrian trying to use the architecture down there to actually jump up and look over. Interested to see if that was actually possible or not.
Oh, yeah, the pop flash through, and Apex is holding just around that angle far enough not to get affected by it. He's going to get flashed in, however, and perfect timing, perfect entry, and Apex not going to be able to make it out in time. Moo there to save the day and bring it back for HellRaisers. Such an important kill, bringing it back to a 4-on-4 now. HellRaisers, they could definitely feel confident with this situation. Fresh smoke to go down on Cat, however, with 45 seconds left. Means that HellRaisers might try to shift their attention elsewhere.
Kenny actually has one more flashbang for a pop in here for Maniac if they really wanted to go for it, but feels like Maniac's just on his own. Kenny moving into the middle, and HellRaisers moving up on long. Look at how many grenades they've got left. This is kind of cool. 30 seconds and this many grenades on HellRaisers is showing a lot of restraint on their side. Normally, they would have been tempted to try and throw them a little bit earlier. Kenny going to push through, but now he has to fall back, and this is looking so good. There is a bit of an opening here in the smoke, though, and that could be lethal. They put up one more. Now can they make the crossover? 15 seconds, 14 seconds. They got to get this bomb plant down. Boosters up here. 10 seconds left. It's a 4v2 now, and HellRaisers, they missed the opening for it entirely. No chance any longer. Maniac with a double. And move. Time. Oh, no, it runs out and then he dies. The worst possible combination. He did get a triple. But HellRaisers, I'm not sure why they were so hesitant. They had the opening.
They had the opening. They were going for the plant, but then Maniac was just like the perfect timing to get boosted up and deny both. And then what's worse is HellRaisers kept 2 players at long. Yeah. So if those 2 guys on the site died, there's no way in hell they're going to get there in time to get that bomb plant down.
It was pretty fortunate that I think Doja had a bank of 10,000, so he could still buy up there, because Moo actually had nearly nothing going into that round. That was a bit strange. Good job on Titan, though. I mean, with the boost up, with a quick rotation in, yeah, HellRaisers just a little bit too slow.
Much more of a straightforward approach there from HellRaisers. And, well, initially it worked, but now they're going to be back in. And they got set back a little bit here, but this is still a very important round. And there you go. Kenny scope walks his way out and picks off Moo. This is a big kill now. That offer is down for HellRaisers. And it's good to see Kenny actually getting a frag with that AWP. It really doesn't feel like we see it too often these days.
Well, get your wish, Semler. Second one for him, and rotating quickly back. He can do that just fine as Maniac is still covering pit for him. So, yeah, this is how you want to see Titan play on this map, essentially. Like, Kenny has to have a big impact.
He does. I mean, that's why, a big reason why they were so powerful on this map, Titan, for the longest time, especially when Cali was in the mix. I mean, they could just, each one would lock down half a map, essentially, with their off. It was just so brutal to watch. Teams just couldn't deal with it. And now, already, quick push up through, and it's going to be a B-split push. RPK holding, and he's going to get caught out completely. He still gets the headshot onto Doja, so some damage in there, but that bomb was dropped on the other side of the door, so they're going to be able to get the bomb plant now. And, well, HellRaisers, they will have a little bit of time here to set up. The Titan closing in. They're already just right outside this bomb site. So Apex sets up with the flash. That allows perhaps for Maniac to take a peek from Upper Dark, and he is going to collect a frag on Doja.
Angel trapped in a corner here. He's going to go and get the 1 kill in. Tries to do the spray transfer, but not going to be quite quick enough. So will be a defuse coming into it here. They have the kit on both players, actually. So not really sure at all. Little bit scared for Titan then. 2v3 B bomb site is definitely doable, even if one of them is low on health. The one thing I think that really killed this round for HellRaisers in that 2v3 is the fact that they had not a single grenade. I can't be sure, but I think if they had had a couple of flashbangs, they would have, instead of playing passively inside, they would have probably tried to flash and actually push out into middle. I think playing inside like that is a little bit risky, but they had no choice because they had no grenades.
Yeah, they had to stay flashed. Or basically, they had to stay put, and then the flashes came in from Titan.
Yeah, if they had had like Molotovs or smokes, they could play passively just by smoking up and buying time. If they'd had flashbangs, they probably would have played aggressively. If they had both, well, then it's kind of up for discussion. They had nothing, so they just lost the round.
Well, Angel's got a smoke right now, so they could go for a B split if they wanted to, try and smoke off CT and move in from there. But instead, it looks like they're trying to gear up for a bit of a cat push here from HellRaisers. And already Kenny in position holding cross. Such an important position for him on the CT side as well. He needs to make sure that he locks down Catwalk. And this is what I was worried about. It was niggling me a little bit, but Maniac holding really close to Longhouse when it's pistols, and he's within lethal range. So he gets picked off, and now that kind of weakens the defense here. Kenny is going to get sandwiched. And now we could actually have a bomb plant here for HellRaisers.
But they're a man up, and they steal the AWP. I am not sure what went wrong this round for Titan. That was just very confusing. Looked like they should have been just fine. Existence is RPK. They can definitely still clutch this. They've got one kid on Existence, and RPK's moving up as well with the M4 in the background here, looking for an opening. They spot Guy by Goose, and the flashbang's going to come in. Can they actually capitalize on it? RPK entirely flashed as well, and in a lot of trouble. Very low on health. Picks up a kill, but now he's going to have to try and clutch it. He goes down to Adrian, picks up a quad kill with a stolen AWP. Big round for HellRaisers, without a doubt.
Yeah, and that's the main issue, is the fact that Maniac gets picked off at long. Then Kenny is basically, he can't. The other way for Kenny to play that is if Maniac holds onto long, Kenny can then fall back long and give up ground on that cat push that's coming through. But because Maniac dies, he actually has to sit in the car, and then he's getting shot at from cat. He gets shot from long. It's a horrible position, and the defense just gets wiped out. So Titan, yeah, just, it's all like tumblers basically falling in a lock that basically locks that round in for HellRaisers.
What, is it Dignitas who started throwing that, that pop
TSM.
flash? No, the pop flash over at A long. That sort of goes into the door and then like bounces on the first door.
Yeah, I think that was Dignitas. Or
is it?
It was a Danish thing, but like, yeah, I think we saw Kirby use it, and I believe TSM used it. Like Zipnix was using it as well. I think.
Zipnix as well. All right. Either way, I'm hoping that one spreads. That's such a cool flashbang. We'll call it.
I know it's a Dane.
We'll
One way or another,
I know it's a Dane. Yeah, that's what I remember as well. Sorry to whoever like.
Yeah,
came
whoever's
up with
using it. I know you're probably feeling really salty right now.
Yeah.
Like these assholes, why can't they remember it? But
Damn casters. Existence is the last man left, trying to get an opening, or well, trying to get a kill at least on someone. Looked like Dosha probably should have been dead. He picks up a triple instead, and HellRaisers is well on their way to something cool here. 5-2. There were a lot of salty people on HLTV as well, saying that HellRaisers should have sort of won on train. All the people who bet on them, obviously.
of course, yeah.
So
I mean, then the only of course question that we can ask is how much.
How much you lost it? That is still so funny. It's really hard not to love HLTV.
That was also Dupree, I think, over at Face It. End of the interview.
Oh man. Well, Maniac looking to maybe go aggressive or just hold close. No, he will actually walk into long here, but got two people waiting on the other side, so he's just gonna be running away from that one. Pistols here on Titan. I mean, great flashing. That seems to work every time.
And Apex this time around makes it out of dodge, so now he gets an AK to work with. Existence, though, trying to reproduce the results that his teammate had. That's not going to happen. And with Existence down, it looks like HellRaisers are feeling pretty confident about pushing out onto this B site. Apex gets flashed in, but it's completely ineffective. Angel going to be able to annihilate him, and Kucher is there to take out Maniac as well, but that was a lurk over at Longhouse, so RPK and Kenny both present in there. Well, RPK does manage to pick up one, but still a fairly decent hold here for HellRaisers, only giving up 2 kills. When you've got Mo who's sitting on 10K, those are with 8, Angel with 8. Man, so much money on HellRaisers right now.
Yeah, and the answer for Titan, because they're starting to realize as well that this is spinning out of control. Double up setup. And there's a double up on HellRaisers as well, so yeah, why not? Play with all the sniper rifles.
It really feels like it's only on Dust 2, right, where you see this like quad op kind of play. And wow, I haven't seen this for a while. Apex going for some of his action, basically moving up. He does this because he has Kenny watching his back, looking up mid with that AWP. But look at this, pushes all the way up to the Longhouse and catches out Moo. Big kill there.
Flashes in the middle, though, and Maniac actually will go down. Kenny to Mr. Flick, and he kind of has to fall back now. 3v3 at the end of it, which is going to favor HellRaisers. Titan playing close to the middle and on catwalk, which means nobody's in B, and that is such a big risk there. Kucha winning that fight, not even taking that much damage. They've got smokes, actually got a lot of smokes to cover off Cross here. Again, they throw an incomplete one.
But you got 2 ops, bro.
Yeah. But also that smoke just not covering everything is a big problem.
Woo! I can't even dignify that with actual commentary.
I mean, that had to be a kill.
Yeah, the one. Oh my god, no, Kenny.
What are they doing? Angel is staying alive forever and ever. Finally, the Existence actually stabs him with the orb and pulls the trigger, and he goes down to Adrian anyway. 7-2. Really weird round. HellRaisers, they shouldn't get picked off crossing anyway. They had 3 smokes, so they could have 100% smoked the crossing perfectly. They threw an incomplete smoke once again and got picked off one guy. And then Titan could have really won that 2v2, but then they started failing the shots, and then they lost it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like why I'm oohing and ahhing is because Existence caught him like fully reloading. So I mean, it's just like right there, free kill. You know, come and take it, and then puts a shot into the wall and runs away. That's just pain. Whew. Again. Okay, that was all part of the plan. Existence was going to stand out in the open to bait for his teammate RPK.
Yeah, of course.
Meant to be.
It's a decent opening kill, especially if they can get in here and pick up the rifle that Doja lost. That would be nice. They don't know that no one else is in there, and it is likely that someone would be, so I don't blame them for not pushing too much to do it, but eventually it'd be nice if they could. Angel is now going to go back up there, and HellRaisers waiting for an opening. They're really taking it slow, which is a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't want to be running into close quarters with the CZ somewhere. I mean, you got a couple CZs, you got a Deagle as well up on Existence, so they...
If they push out long, they've got 2 Molotovs. I really, really need to see more people Molotoving the car there. I have no idea why teams aren't doing it. Just like they do on Inferno by Archway Corner. That car just needs to be like, hey, let's throw a Molotov to check it.
Yeah. And it's actually Moo over here. He's kind of vulnerable. Of course, he doesn't realize that, but if he's scoped up long...
Yeah, well, now his teammates are going to come in from short to help him, and Maniac is now realizing, I'm running out of time here. The scope is now maybe going to get him killed. Maniac looking for the headshot. 4 bullets left, not reloading, and there's the headshot finally. Turns a quick 180 and wants to get up and pick it up, but he can't do it in time. Still pretty good effort from Maniac then. Existence close to the plant here. He needs someone to peek. Make it a 1v1. This is exactly what he needs to do. Very smart play.
And that crouch there denying him the possibility of the instant headshot. Now working his way through, but they're going to be prepared for this, HellRaisers. At this point, they should be getting caught off guard, but I say shouldn't, and Angel nearly gets completely outflanked there.
Existence actually had exactly the right idea. That wasn't, I mean, yeah, they happened to both move at the same time so that he couldn't kill one and then deal with the other one later. They actually both were firing at him, so that's kind of unfortunate. Or fortunate timing for HellRaisers, however you want to look at it. Kenny with the AWP on one side, this time with armor as well. And Moo covering the middle. So 8-2. 11th round coming up. This is... I think even if HellRaisers lost all the rest of the rounds here and made it 8-7, they could still have a pretty good chance of winning this map. I would say so.
I agree wholeheartedly right now. It's looking very good for them. It's Titan who are definitely battling back from behind. You can see Titan right now, a bit of a catch-all kind of approach to this. Man holding down and no, on Cat. In fact, it's Kenny going for a bit of the Fox position, opping. Gets flashed, gets tagged through the wall, and just has to drop down. But this is so awkward for him. He loses his teammate Apex on the site. And from there on out, of course, HellRaisers are not going to stop. They hunt him down in a free bomb site now. It comes down to Maniac to hold long, but there's absolutely no reason for Kucher to push out. So long as there's a threat of Kucher lurking around here, Maniac can't actually push onto the site to help his mates.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is turning into like a stomping, essentially. Like, Titan are really just crumbling here. And they've already tried, you know, they've tried a bunch of different things. They've tried the double up, they've tried the aggression middle, pushing Apex up. So eventually they're going to be in a position where they got to think, well, how much is left? Is that Doja just improvising a cool pop flash there?
the points for creativity there, that's for sure.
I think it went a little bit too far, didn't it? Maybe.
Wow, Existence right now, though. He's pretty pissed off. He's just a little miffed. Let's see if he can actually live through the last man. Oh!
He dies.
Wow!
That must have been like the last tick possible on the server
before
the round changes.
That's pain.
He's picked up the phone in the phone booth and is being like summoned out of the Matrix, and then he still dies. Like
Agent Smith.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful.
Stir existence.
I don't know what to say. I mean, with a 7-round lead already, HellRaisers just seemingly making everything work, including this entry with a Galil as well. Doja gonna pick up a second. No, almost! One more bullet would have done it. Still leaving existence very low on health here. A good grenade from somebody would clear it up here, but Kenny's gonna go down, losing the fight to Moo, in fact. And Moo seems to be playing quite well at the moment.
Yeah, he seems on point. I mean, on Train, he was also doing quite a bit of work for HellRaisers as well, just bringing frags.
I think he was top fragging at some point, actually, like towards the end, so...
Yeah, that's good to see.
Oh, he's going to come up big here. AWP in the back line. You know where he is. He misses the shot. And Moo won't. So, double kill for him. Kazakhstanian player coming out really big here. Smoke and Molotov. And Apex actually going to try and just charge through. And Maniac is going to be long gone. That is... I mean, that seems like a crazy move from Apex. But if he doesn't do it, the bomb goes down and they get to get themselves into positions. If he maybe runs through, picks up one and runs out again, then it's like a 2v2. Maybe they could do it. It's a really tough call to make, but I don't really blame him for doing it that much. Adrian actually is the one top fragging at 16, 3, and 5. And everyone else is not that far behind. I actually thought Moo was doing a little bit better, but it's still pretty decent.
Yeah, it's still like... I mean, right now there's still 10 rounds on T side. Feels like quite a while since we've seen this kind of performance from a T side. I mean, from any terrorist team, basically, to get 10 rounds. It's fantastic. Whoa, we're going to have some aggression out of Titan there? It looked like they wanted to try and catch somebody off guard in Longhouse, but we're not going to see it. Is that a boost up on blue? Can we see Kenny real quick? No, okay, he's just on the edge.
Quick trade. So wrong towards the middle, and RPK will pick up Doja. 10-5 would still make for a hard comeback for Titan once they get to play T-side, but definitely not impossible. So if they can steal away an eco round like this, where they really make it work, maybe they could upset HellRaisers a bit, get them a little bit annoyed. Close to middle, it's actually going to be RPK holding with just a pistol and very low health. And he ends up going down, trying to see if he can find the right timing. Not going to be this time. So up at the bomb site, Kenny's the one holding. Maniac making enough noise that was an easy kill for Kucha. So now it's all on Kenny.
Yeah, it's going to be existence as well, but he's on B slope, so there isn't too much that he can do in this situation. Kenny with that P250 will get overwhelmed. There's some serious decision making now as far as existence is concerned. Does he even bother moving forward here? His team desperately needs rounds, but 1v3, no kit, no Kevlar, no nades. It's a bit of a tall order.
Yeah.
Do they go leaping down? Yeah, Angel's going to hunt for him. Oh, nicely done though by existence. Picks up that 1 kill. Turns this into a 1v2, but that's all he's going to get out of it. Can't even save the AK to try and to bolster the defense in the next round. I mean, they're going to have ample money, so that's wow. Okay, wow. That's a way to go about it. Double AWP and a Scar 20 on Titan now.
Kind of wish Adrian would have bought an AWP as well, just because they've got so much money. It's the 14th round. They might as well do something.
I bet you he buys one, like 2 of them in the next round he lives.
Yeah. Oh, but Apex already gone. Another tag on RPK. This is just not Titan's map to play, is it? Doja going to get up the opening frag on Maniac, and they catch Kenny in the corner. He's definitely gone. Grenade once, pops out. He should already be dead. This grenade's not doing anything at all, and Existence comes in with the kill. Wow, there it is, finally. But that should have been much earlier. Now Doja, perfect. Sneak through the smoke. RPK, last man standing, and he's already tagged up from the very beginning of the round here. Trapped by Elevator, gonna come up and ends up going down to Moo, who picks up another double kill. 12-2, leading right into the 15th round. Now let's see.
Ops for everybody. It's gonna be an Oprah moment, you know? Ops for everybody, and just throw them around. Come on, Adrian. There we go. One up on Kucher. We got another one dropped by Angel. We got another one dropped over there.
Yeah, you're right,
dude.
I mean,
there's absolutely no reason not to.
Oprah would have a problem. She can't really fit an AWP under a seat, but you're right.
Do we really want to go there?
There actually was an even better video with Tyra Banks when she was having her show. Have you seen that?
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this later. I'm gonna have to watch this later.
Everyone go and Google Tyra Banks Vaseline, and you'll see. It's madness. But it is really funny. RPK is now the only one holding the B bomb site. All the AWPs did exactly nothing for HellRaisers, which is a bit disappointing.
Oh, you speak too soon,
yeah,
Anders.
I'm sorry. Kucha, you're right. They did something. Opening kill there. Doja to take down Kenny. RPK and Apex. Not really sure what they can do at this point here. RPK in the middle does win the spray battle, but Apex is far away from him, and now the B bomb site is almost lost, and now it is lost. Moo really playing well at the moment.
And not sure if Kucher's... I mean, Kucher is still... Yeah, he's still hanging around in T-spawn. I mean, that's one thing to work with there for Apex. At least he knows now at least one guy's over there, but it's still a two people holding on this B site, and he's already getting picked down. Down to 58 HP as he tries to run his way up the B slope. It's not going to happen, though. Moo gets yet another frag in this round, and he's up to 13, just alongside Angel. 4 players in the double digits on the frag board there for HellRaisers, and just a terrific scoreline after this first half. 13 rounds on the board for HellRaisers. But now is the question. Can they close it out? Can they close it out, or will it be the eternal struggle?
I think they will. I don't see HellRaisers giving up on this, and it also feels like now Titan are sort of reaching a stage where they're getting like so demoralized. Like I was saying, like earlier on in that half, they were having a bunch of different plans, right? Well, let's go for double up, let's push middle, let's try something. Yeah. Let's see if we can, pop flash into catwalk. There's like a bunch of stuff going on, and now not really that much. I guess there were a couple of things that Titan never really tried, like double push up to upper dark.
Sure.
Maybe they had a couple more things to try. They kind of ran out of ideas anyway. Good opening, or good return frag as Kenny is traded for Angel. And now Maniac and Existence coming up with some pretty important kills here. Apex taking up fight and wins it against Kucha. So it's all on Doja, 1v3. Shouldn't be winnable at this point. They should be able to just play so safely, get the bomb down, and let him come to them.
You know those like frowny eyes that everybody's using now on like Twitter and Reddit and all that? Where it's just like, right, how the hell did Apex get a podcast behind him like that? Where the hell did Apex come from?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Those is now a bit of an impossible task, but he's going to take a good crack at it, give it that old college try. Takes out Maniac, and now he's into a 1v2. Apex holding long range from the pit. And Existence now on that site, and he's on A slope as well, so this gets very tricky here for Doja. He has a kit, so he has that going for him. But he's going to have to hit the shots of his lifetime right here to win this pistol round for his team. And unfortunately, he gets neither.
Yeah, he picked up that defuse kit in transit. It was right on the stairwell then, but not going to be good enough. And Titan only make it 13-3, which is still not great. We have kind of like a VP C play situation going on here, where it's like, yes, they can make the comeback, but until Titan essentially bring it back to 13-13. We're not going to get too excited. We're just going to be like, yeah, any moment now. Any moment now. Oh, that does remind me. The loser here gets to play C-Play, and the winner, they get to play Virtus Pro. So either way, it's going to get interesting. But obviously...
Yeah, this is definitely a very fun group.
Yeah, it is actually one of the more exciting groups, this one.
That will be next week on Tuesday that we'll be seeing the winner match and the loser match. So... be sure to tune in then. But for now, let's see the conclusion of this map here. To see those matchups. And right now, it's going to be Titan. They've got the gear. 3 SMGs. I approve. A Tech 9 on Existence. And Maniac going for the tried and true. And it's not a huge investment, actually, from HellRaisers. Moo and Doja both skimping.
Yeah. Good use of grenades. Kucha not going to get a chance to play any kind of games there. That should be the basic thing to do when you're playing an anti-eco like this one. Good shot from Matron, but yeah, just investing that little bit into making sure you're not going to have a prolonged fight with some annoying person who's wielding a 5.7 and just headshotting people from sight. We've seen that before, though. I mean, it could be even worse than a 5.7. It could be a deagle. So you really don't want people to just be allowed to stand there. And the $400 if you throw a grenade as well, like even if you invest like $1,000 into throwing grenades on the site, it's well worth it.
Just to dodge that one kill.
Yeah.
Now Titan, basically no reason for them to go fully again. We've seen them do this in the past. So Kenny and Apex sticking with the Tech 9s. What they can do with these pistols, it's magical. Let's see. Apex demonstrates how the tapping works with the Tech 9. Only to get overwhelmed at long range. And then RPK is like, what is going on? He's using an SMG as a sniper rifle right now. Just one tapping with the MP7. That's RPK though. He's like, CSET 75? No problem. I'll treat it like a deagle.
You know what someone should do right now? If they wanted like a lot of hits on YouTube, they make a video with RPK doing that, and then it switches to like to Scream's face where he just has like his eyebrow raised or something, like, I'm paying attention kind of thing. Like, you can work like that. Click, click, click.
All right, look at this, and he's just crouched there. He isn't even like really ADing or anything like that.
No. Oh man. That's some solid play, though. 5 to 13. Moo picked up the AWP now. HellRaisers with a chance to buy here in the second half. And let's see. Oh, no.
That was awkward. Kucher with the perfectly timed flash, but also Maniac getting caught on the door.
Was it the door or was it grenade collision? I'm not sure. Either way, HellRaisers are cleaning up. Look at this. Kenny all alone out in the middle. 1v4.
Man, I don't even... Where did it go wrong? There isn't much to say. I mean, Kenny, the likelihood of him pulling off a 1v4 in that scenario is pretty slim, but they just got completely annihilated there. And 4 members survive as well for HellRaisers, so no problem there getting re-equipped. Titan really tried to go for a bit of a turn of speed. Maniac trying to go for a pick at long house. I think he literally got caught on the door while he was blinded, essentially.
Yeah, it's just that the way he got caught, I almost felt like them, like you know, like how you get stuck on grenades kind of thing. But I mean, I wasn't seeing it quite clearly enough. I was just wondering. Maybe someone else did. Doja trying a bit in the middle, and Adrian actually gonna go down. He's top fragging on HellRaisers, and he ends up dying to existence. That's a really great opening frag here for the Belgian player. Moo jumping up to look over the smoke on Carl, tried and true as well, and does get the kill.
That's pretty much the shot that you have to hit. RPK though, just going to work. Double headshot for him, coming out of lower dark. So he catches the rotators. Now this has become very awkward indeed. Kenny with the mid-air shot onto Moo. It's going to be Kucher, last man alive here. Kuchery. Rhymes with butchery. He was...
I don't even know what to say.
he was doing a lot of that on Cash, at least. I mean, let's see his scoreline real quick, Kucher. Does he live up to? No, yeah, okay, Kucher. If you want to get your butcher's license, you're gonna have to go step it up a little bit. Agent's pretty far ahead.
Well, round is gonna be over. I give up. I can't do it anymore.
My mind is giving up too, because it's just like HellRaisers demolished Titan in the last round, and then Titan do the exact same thing to HellRaisers. So it's tit for tat right now.
At least they can still buy HellRaisers, because the round they won, like you were pointing out, they had 4 members alive. So if not for that, if they had lost, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 in that round, then they wouldn't have been able to make this buy possible. So big difference after all. Oh, there's that flashbang.
You cheeky bugger.
Yeah, really good stuff. Unfortunately, as we were sort of, you know, trying to impress the audience with our, you know, great knowledge, it turns out to be completely useless. So, but it's a nice idea. I mean,
well, he had 1 guy flashed. It's just if there's 2 guys there,
or 3, yeah, that's going to be a little bit tough. We've seen Dignitas and TSM make it work quite well. Doja is going to end up going down, although Kenny will also pick up Angel. So bomb site is lost here, 3v3, and RPK is quite low on health and is playing in a pretty grenadable position as well.
Yeah, it's a
they don't have any grenades.
Position as well. So I mean, it's a pretty risky spot. It looks like he wants to try and change it up a little bit. They had a fresh smoke to block off the doors though, so that's going to make things a little bit awkward. It's going to come down basically to Adrian in Upper Dark. If he can win that fight, well, that would be big. They would have that pincer, and as soon as he goes down, HellRaisers will like to back off and save their guns. So they needed him to come through there big, basically. If they could set up that pincer movement coming from Upper Dark onto the site from B slope as well, then you really have a real shot at closing out Titan. But without that one pincer to pinch with, what are you going to do, Andrews?
I don't know.
You can't really pinch very hard with only one. It turns into more of a poke.
Please. I'm also dying because on Twitter people have started finding that Tyra Banks video, so now everyone's like freaking out. Dude. Good times. All right, well, missed shot there. Well, actually, no, it does hit Angel, sorry. And HellRaisers only have the 2 rifles that they saved from the previous round, so maybe it's going to go on for a little while longer. But, I mean, could we really believe it? I mean, we're talking about 9 rounds in a row from here on out from Titan before they win it. Or 8 if they only want the overtime, but either way, it feels highly unlikely.
I think they're going to, like, they have a pretty good track record, at least, with the overtimes. RPK, though. Man, RPK just continues to deliver headshots, man. He's just zeroed in today.
Ooh. Apex goes down. This is not how Titan had envisioned this round, even though they will sort of trade those frags for the bomb site. At least they can probably get the bomb down here unless Moo is really on fire, but he should be possible. The spray continues, not really going to connect too much. In fact, he drops quite low. Titan having used all of their grenades, just down to the one flashbang, and there is actually a smoke on Kucha, which could be fun if they want to go for a defuse in the middle of all of that. Maniac, though, they line up for him. How did that happen? We need to see that in slow motion immediately. 2v2 now, and HellRaisers trying to go for it. Just going to be Kucha left. He gets the one kill in. He has the smoke, remember, so Maniac might have a bit of trouble finding him if he goes for it. Kucha, is he going to realize? Waiting for it, and Maniac with the perfect timing. Kucha got to throw his smoke and had no chance at all. Now let's see this. That was a sick performance over at Catwalk. Click,
Yeah,
click. Wow.
Yeah, 2 clicks, I think. 2 separate clicks. I don't think he was holding down on that mouse one there.
That's beautiful.
Jeez.
14 to 8. I mean, if Maniac doesn't get that triple kill, probably it's match and map point for HellRaisers instead. So it's actually a really big performance by him. Spraying and continues to spray and almost taps Adrian as well. He's on 14 health now, trying to move up behind him, and Maniac hears it. He's really set on them winning this game instead. Moo going to be picking up the bomb carrier and picking up an AWP in the middle, but he's really much surrounded. And Apex coming up from behind. Nice 180. Still not going to win the round, though. 14 to 9. Titan just continue to bring it back. Now they're only 5 rounds behind HellRaisers.
Do you believe yet, Anders? I'm starting to wonder here. I mean, granted that was an eco, but
I can sort of feel it slowly coming on, right? But, you know, it's hard because if you believe too much, then you get disappointed when it doesn't work, right? This is madness from Kenny. Wow. That is a really bold play. And Kucha, he goes down. Kenny falls next. Mo, really good, really on point with his AWP once again. So an even trade. Still going to favor Titan, though.
He is willing to go toe-to-toe. Apex very quickly up Cat. He gets spotted, however, so this is going to make things a little bit difficult for him. There's a shot, double headshot coming in from Adrian. Moo there to support with the AWP as well. So that bomb makes its way up onto the site, only to die about halfway there. RPK doing his job, lurking over on the B site, but that leaves Existence now all by his lonesome. That bomb, so close, yet so far. And it's so far that he's actually going to go run back into mid and make use of the clock. He's looking to see if he can't catch the rotator out. Unfortunately for him, he's been spotted, and he's going to get picked up. That's a 3rd frag this round for Moo. And Moo, one thing to note from him is that he has so far been very consistent hitting those cross shots from cars onto Catwalk. That's such an important position, like probably the most important position for an offer on the map, pretty much, if you're on your CT side. And he is just so consistent at hitting those first shots as they try and run across. So getting that bomb, it turns into just a full YOLO experience for Titan. They're like, all right, we got to go, but this guy, he doesn't miss.
Well, now it is match and map point, and this is going to be really tough now on the Titan team. They're up against the one really powerful AWP then. But I mean, actually, HellRaisers could go for a double up, and the other one being on Kucha if they wanted to. Again, I mean, this is just Kucha's style of opening. It's really good for defensive play. They get a great double opening, though, and HellRaisers should actually just be saving now. No point in trying to retake 5v3 over at the B site, and they are just going to stay put. Cool thing is the Maniac is still keeping them locked in, so if they wanted to go and find, you know, the kills on them, they know where to find them.
Existence is there to lend a hand as well. Curious to see how hard Titan are going to push this, if they're going to really try and take this fight or not. They're going in as a pair. Kucha with an uncommon eye angle. And he's not going to get that kill. Existence reacts first. Adrian will find Maniac, and there you go. That flank has been cleaned up.
They wait all this time putting down the bomb until they're close enough to really look for the frags here, which is such a cool idea as well. Titan don't really care about losing rifles in a round like this because, you know, they're not going to be saving anything anyway, so they might as well just throw it all at finding the remaining HellRaisers members here.
It's turned into a very costly endeavor.
Yeah, maybe the AWP is going to be worth saving, but even its M4 on Apex, you could probably, you know, try and throw that away just to get the last kills in here, but they're going to give it up eventually, and it will be 10 to 15.
And the positioning there from Adrian as well, you can see the focus then turns towards Long. He hears them walking around on Cat. He heard them. They weren't able to actually get, you know, pull a fast one and try and sneak up on HellRaisers. The defense just too solid there, so that could make a big difference here because 2 players, Doja and Angel, both actually have reasonable amounts of money. They're going to be able to drop one of the FAMASs over here for Kucha, and this is actually going to turn into a halfway decent buy for HellRaisers, whereas, of course, Titan, they still had funds in the bank. They are going to be able to get reasonably well equipped as well. And they're actually going so far as to use a smoke to make that cross. Okay, not willing to risk it with the HEs.
26th round. Titan got a continue to fight here, but they're fighting for overtime. They know any little mistake, any entry frag going HellRaisers' way, and they are on their way out and into the losers match against C-Play instead of playing Virtus Pro. Mo actually not going to try and take the shot there, but I wonder if they didn't spot him after all.
It would have been very close indeed. I think Existence spotted him that time.
Oh.
They're going deep. They're going goose with that molly. And Existence takes out Mo with the headshot.
That grenade, though, did a lot of damage. Apex going to follow up on Adrian, though. I mean, that grenade actually almost did a combined 100 damage to the two. And in the end, still not going to be working out. Titan just taking the bomb site.
Look at this Apex. He's hunting right now. He wants to find the man who was holding Longhouse. Maniac as well.
The timing is ridiculous. Yeah, Maniac going to find it. But Kuja actually rounded the corner just as Apex was coming around on long side. So now it's Dozier and Angel trying to hold on. Now I'm at the stage where I really want to see HellRaisers try and pull out something different here. Like, I need to see HellRaisers push up a dark with 2, maybe do a double boost on Catwalk, or try and, you know, get into middle aggressively with 2 or 3 people. Just anything other than what they've been doing so far. Just trying to see if they can make that work.
Doja has one of the most infuriating ticks ever, which is the weapon swap. Like, that makes me wince every time I see somebody do it. Because of situations like that, where he weapon swaps and the guy's sitting in upper dark right there looking at him. It's just like these situations where it's like, why do you risk it?
It's, I mean, I have that tick too. It's the 1.6
no,
tick.
Stop it.
It's the 1.6.
Stop it, man.
Everyone who played 1.6 for a long time will do that.
No, that's just so bad. Sorry, that's just like...
That is
incredibly... How many times have we seen somebody die because they swapped weapons like that?
Yeah, it's not good, but I mean, what can you do, right? This round, no chance at all. HellRaisers is getting picked off left and right. And Adrian will be the last man standing. They know where he is as well. And Maniac, look at that. Even pre-firing with a Tech 9 is going to make it work for a triple kill. 12 to 15. This is now getting a little bit closer. And what can they do? I mean, if they have money for it now, Titan, they should actually buy like double and triple ops in this spawn. I mean, if they have enough money to... auto snipers, 2 of them.
That works.
3 auto snipers. Hell yes.
That works.
I am ready.
Okay.
Oh, I wish we had some music we could cue. They're going to be shooting down the middle. Doja very nearly dead. I mean, you can't even say it's not worth it because they weren't going to use that money for anything else anyway. So, yeah, they do some pretty decent damage to him at least.
This comes down to timing now. This battle between Adrian and Kenny in mid. And Adrian doesn't peek early enough there, so Kenny's going to be able to get position up here on Cat. Not a common angle either. Kind of just like boosted up all over here. Just trying to shift it just that degree. And there you go. Apex hits the timing perfectly. Catches Adrian mid-air. Adrian's got to be insanely frustrated with that. Nothing he could do, basically.
Flashbang ready over Kenny to pick up Angel. 2 good entry frags in the favor of Titan. And a step closer towards actually getting the overtime. Smoked Classic up towards the B bomb site here, smoking off CT spawn. Doja goes down. That was Apex firing while blind. And now it's a 2v3. Maniac coming up from behind is probably going to close this round out in favor of Titan. In fact, an easy kill. Then spots Kucha up on the box as well and clicks him away at the end here. So really good job. 13 to 15. And now the money for HellRaisers. It's not really there.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna go 30 rounds again. Like pretty much guaranteed now. This is gonna go 30 rounds. Nicely done there by Maniac. A little bit scary there at the end. Are we gonna have more shenanigans? I don't think so. No double ops, no nothing crazy. Basically, just some random spray through, but not going to connect with anything. It's gonna be a nice HE here. That could actually just go sailing right past Apex. He manages to thread the needle and make it through just in time. And that completely clears up the A defense, so Titan can now pretty much do what they wish.
Yeah, just to point out as well, it is, wow, that's a really quick round. It's not risk-free just buying all the snipers and shooting them in the middle, because if you do it every round, they can also start adjusting on the CT side and say, all right, well, if you're going to stay 5 people in the CT spawn for the first 10 seconds, we'll use those seconds to do something else instead. So they've got to be a little bit careful as well. Kenny, though, and Maniac with an AWP, they have money to buy more if they wanted to. But they're just going to stay... Oh, there's an auto sniper as well.
Purely off spawn here.
And everyone crosses just fine.
Oh, Maniac! He's getting caught again. It's so scary.
What is he getting caught on?
He's just, like, every random edge ever he's, like, the best friends with. Like, he had to stop and give him a hug, man.
That's RPK and Apex already gone. This is now 3 kills away from being HellRaisers closing it out in the 30th round as well. As close as you can get, really. There was overtime on Train, and it was very close on the first map as well, on Cash. Oh, man. Titan have come so close to getting a second overtime here. Angel gonna pick off Maniac, and it seems to be slipping through their fingers. Move, ready and waiting, gonna shoot Kenny right in the crotch as well. Just painful.
Just pain. Shot him in the op.
Oh my god, no. Don't say that. Existence is now gonna be the last man standing here. I mean, very sad for Titan. They came really close to doing this.
That was very nicely done there. And he gets that smoke, so he's going to be able to make it past the mid doors. But there's still 2 guys alive on this B site right now, and this is practically an impossible task. Nice little bank with the Molotov, but that's not going to be able to...
What?
What's going on?
Has the whole of the HellRaisers team disconnected in the 30th round?
Are you kidding?
They have?
What?
What are we seeing? Yeah,
is this true?
No, but they're all in Kiev.
Yeah, they're all on the same...
The ultimate clutch from Existence.
Adrian just jumped!
It's a 1v5 clutch for Existence.
Is this real life?
Oh my god. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Did they decide to like try and make this interesting or something? Like nobody move.
Oh god,
we've already won.
They're running for it. Existence in the corner, hiding behind the smoke here. What is happening? He's gonna try and come out, gets the 1 kill in, and there is no time. Adrian. Existence, they're all gonna blow up. I am not sure what's going on at this point. I mean, that was obviously a 1-round for HellRaisers.
Kenny's left the game.
Oh,
Existence
God.
left the game, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I think the astronomical odds there of Existence actually pulling off a 1v5.
So just to point out, Titan actually conceded that round. They won it, but because they're cool people, they said, "Don't worry, we realized you had already won. We're not gonna try and like make you replay it or something like that." So it is gonna be HellRaisers winning due to Titan being just great sportsman people, and that's cool.
That's gotta be a first though. Talk about like the perfect timing for that to happen as well.
Oh god. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Apart from the fact
that was essentially the one guy that got killed by Existence when he threw that smoke. He got killed, and then he realized they already won, so he popped the champagne, and it goes into the router, and then they oh, well, okay, I guess we
bubbles.
Oh god.
Oh no. But this is now HellRaisers actually having defeated Titan in a best of 3.
Yeah, really damn cool. Really, I mean, kind of a dodgy game with Train being one of them at the overtime, so really hard to say what was really going on. Titan definitely, I would say, didn't look like they were playing their A game today. But HellRaisers still a huge improvement from them earlier, and really a nice victory for them. They're going to be playing Virtus Pro next week. Titan are going to be playing C-Play, the Danish team, that actually did put up a pretty good fight against VP after all.
Yeah. No, I think this is probably one of the more even groups that we actually have here because...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course, barring roster changes, it's almost like Katowice all over again from 2014. Like, just VP, Astana Dragons at the time, right? And,
yeah.
You know, and Titan in the group.
So that is actually going to conclude the evening. Went really long, all 3 maps, and overtime 16-14, the last one, 16-14, the first one as well, wasn't it? Or was it HellRaisers closing out a little bit sooner? I can't remember. It was really close.
No, yeah, it was 16-13.
All
no,
right.
16-14, 16-14. What am I saying?
All right. Well, before we go, we do have the Comhem Play of the Day. So take it away, and you guys can vote at the end of the tournament for which one you would prefer. But this is our sort of, our bit of what might be a good one today. So there we go. I can hardly even remember this one. It's been so long. The Taz coming out of the apps. And, this is where he ends up glocking. There's actually a quad kill for him, yeah. This is kind of cool. He does move from apps into library and just makes it work. But there's going to be a whole list of them. You guys can choose at the end of the tournament which one. And it's a single player that wins, so not a team, but just one player. Pretty cool idea.
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be up on the Fragbite Masters, the tab, basically, Fragbite.com. Go and check it out there. If you guys want to stay up to date with everything that's happening in this tournament, stay up to date with the group phase, etc., go to Fragbite.com, and the Fragbite Masters tab is there as well. But a good way to stay on top of it is to follow on the social media. So Twitter, Facebook, you got everything there.
Yeah.
So go throw the follows out if you want to follow us as well. On Fire Anders, on Fire Semler, and you know, we'll see you guys Tuesday night, basically, when we continue with this group. We'll be closing out Group C next week, and then Group D as well. So be sure to tune in then. Follow, stay tuned, be cool. We'll see you guys.